Oh look, the malware is back with stock footage of the world burning. She's about to complain about capitalism again, isn't she? Well, yes and no. I'm here to comment on the recent SInder Vtuber scandal. But Nimda, I thought you didn't like covering drama. I don't. It's low-hanging fruit. It always has been and always will be. There's enough shitty drama VTubers out there and I don't need to add my hat into that ring. Many VTubers chase low-hanging fruit for a quick buck, but let's put a pin in that one for now. I prefer to focus on creating actual content that people can enjoy. I make animations, art, I play video games, and that's the foundation of my community and it's what I've always wanted my content to be about. But my community has recently asked for my thoughts on the SInder situation, and my community matters a lot to me, so I'm going to address the giant flaming hellhound in the room for them. Now I'm not going to go through all the documents and there are a lot of documents from this, around 6 or 7, each about 17 pages long. And I want to preface this by saying that I do not support anyone pestering or harassing those involved in this. There's enough shitty right-wing creators out there already doing that, VTuber or otherwise. I'll share links to a few of the already countless creators that have covered this topic in more detail than I care to. I'm just going to state where I stand on this dumpster fire and on the VTubing community as a whole. But once more, let's put a pin in that for now. First, to anyone in my community still supporting SInder or defending her actions, you are free to do so, but know that you are being manipulated. Anyone, and I mean anyone, not only in the content creation space but in the world of business as a whole, who uses the phrase "it's just business" in defense of the things that SInder has done to the people she calls friends is a person who will slit your throat for a nickel. And sure, I'm not in the top percentile of VTubers, but I am an ex-corporate executive turned cyberpunk. I know how they play the game, I know how these people think. I just didn't want to be them, so I chose to walk away from that type of life. That doesn't mean I don't know how to think like they do. I choose not to do it for my own sanity and for the respect of others. Second, if SInder has hurt you or you feel upset about what happened, you are not alone. It's okay to feel that way. It is not okay that you got used, but it is okay if you enjoyed your time with her. It doesn't make you a weaker person or less intelligent or anything of the sort. People like SInder, who thrive through ruthless capitalism, are textbook narcissists. They look at what they think are easy marks to exploit, and then they exploit them to get a leg up. Third, it's okay if you're still holding on to some of SInder's merch. The joy it brought you is still a very real thing. It doesn't make you a bad person or less empathetic to the plight of others. If it does really bother you to hold on to it, then don't be afraid to donate it to charity, or if you really need to, burn it. Whatever helps you feel better about the situation, just don't hurt yourself or anyone else in the process. Content creators, SInder included, create content for you to enjoy. We may have different approaches, but the truth is clear. Some of us value community and integrity, while others focus on capitalism and profits. That's why I'm careful and thoughtful about growing my community. I rarely network because I do not have the energy, time, or mental bandwidth for people who are only interested in growing their careers. When I chose to appear on Billions, VTubers Got Talent show, I did so because I actually like Billion, Megalodon, and Lena. I regularly watch their content and genuinely vibe with all three of them, even if I don't know them personally. Did going on her show help my career? Yes, absolutely. But was that the only reason I did it? Hell no. I would love to work with Billion, Mega, or Lena again, but I don't pester any of them because we are all busy. Also, as I stated earlier, I also don't want them to think that I'm just doing it just to grow. If they want to do another collab, cool. If they want to be friends outside of the content creation sphere, cool. If they don't want to do any of that ever again, also cool. I had fun doing the show, and from what I could tell they were having fun too. That's what matters to me in the end. Do I get that if I want to grow faster, I should reach out to them and other big content creators for collabs? Yes, but it wouldn't be genuine. I also tried to get in on the Vtuber card game as a designer, having designed cards for other card games in the past myself, but I didn't get picked and I don't continue to harass Shilely or anyone else involved in that project. If they want to work with me sometime in the future, awesome, they will. If they don't, then I'm okay with that too. And that brings us neatly back around to our earlier pin. As an artist, animator, and content creator, I am deeply disgusted by this and what the VTuber community is becoming. I could say this is just another sign of late-stage capitalism and the crumbling corporate world. But I won't waste my breath. If you're in my community, you already know. If you're not in my community and you have somehow found this, welcome to the cyberpunk party. We have cake, but it's a week old and stale. But that's just life in a dystopian world that rewards this kind of materialism and narcissistic behavior. I am sick to death of seeing this type of behavior becoming the norm. I am sick of seeing people promoted and actively rewarded. So effective immediately, I will no longer associate myself with Vtubing. How does this affect you, the consumer, who has been enjoying my content up to this point? It honestly doesn't in any way, shape or form. I'm still going to be making animations. I'm still gonna be using my new avatar I've been working on. I will continue to make the exact same type of content you have subscribed to going forward. Absolutely nothing changes but a single word in my social medias. I will continue to work with other creators in the future. This includes Filian, Megalina, or anyone else who wants to collaborate. Nothing changes for you, the consumer. I choose to use the term Vtuber for what it represented, a person using an anime-style waifu model instead of their real face. Nimda has and always will represent my different personality traits that my community enjoys, especially the quirky ones. As I said in the beginning, I chose to make this video because my community wanted my insights. Well, those are my insights along with the insights of my peers. It's time we stop rewarding creators who only chase money and start supporting creators who make real content for our enjoyment and for the enjoyment of their communities. Because capitalism ruins everything.